Today we'll start our new topic of your chapter number 8, quadrilaterals. So this is your midpoint theorem. So what is midpoint theorem? It is clear from the word midpoint. Midpoint means middle of that side. Alright. So theorem 8.9 and 8.10. So theorem 8.9 is the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle. Suppose this is a triangle ABC. The line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle. Suppose that the midpoint of side AB is at point D, and the midpoint of side AC is at point E, and you have to join this midpoints DE. So this line segment DE is what of a triangle is parallel to the third side. So this line segment DE is parallel to BC. So the statement is if we join the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, then that line segment DE is parallel to the third side, which is BC. Clear? So given is D and E is the midpoint of AB and AC respectively, then DE is parallel to BC. So this is your theorem 8.9. गिवन कि अगर कोई भी दो मिड पॉइंट्स ने टू साइड्स ने उन्होंने अपन ज्वाइन करेंगे, सो जो लाइन सेगमेंट ड्रॉ होगी DE, दैट लाइन सेगमेंट इज पैरेलल टू द थर्ड साइड, दैट इज BC. नेक्स्ट थ्योरम 8.10. द लाइन ड्रॉन थ्रू द मिडपॉइंट्स ऑफ वन साइड ऑफ अ ट्रायंगल एंड पैरेलल टू अनदर साइड bisects the third side. So this is the triangle ABC. The statement is the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle. So suppose that the midpoint of side AB is given at point D, and we have to draw a line segment from this point D which is parallel to the another side. That is side here parallel. If you draw a line towards this AC, then this is parallel to BC. If you draw a line toward BC, then it is parallel to AC. Alright. Suppose that D is the midpoint. Midpoint means it bisects this side into two equal parts. A is equal to DB, and this DE is parallel to BC. Then what? That E point also bisects the side AC. ठीक है? स्टेटमेंट की अगर तुसी किसी भी ट्रायंगल ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਸਾਈਡ ਤੇ ਮਿਡ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਤੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਲਾਈਨ ਪੈਰਲਲ ਡਰਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਅਨਦਰ ਸਾਈਡ ਤੇ, then ਫਿਰ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਲਾਈਨ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਮੀਟ ਕਰੂਗੀ ਉਸ ਸਾਈਡ ਨੂੰ, so that point is also midpoint of this side. Alright, so if D is the midpoint of AB and DE is parallel to BC, then what? E is the midpoint of AC. This is given. Alright, D is the midpoint of AB and D is parallel to BC, then what? E is the midpoint of AC also. So this is your theorem 8.9 and 8.10. Now let us discuss some examples based on midpoint theorem. So first example number 7. In triangle ABC, D, E and F are respectively the midpoints of side AB, BC and CA. So you can see here this ABC is a given triangle in which this D is the midpoint of side AB, E is the midpoint of side BC and F is the midpoint of side CA respectively. So we have to show that triangle ABC is divided into four congruent triangles by joining D, E and F. So if they join this midpoints D, E, E, F and FD, then what? This midpoints divided this whole triangle it into four triangles. We have to show that into four congruent triangles. So you can see here this is first, second, third and fourth. So when we join this midpoints, they divided the whole triangle into four parts. That's what you can say, four equal parts. Alright. So first write D and E are the midpoints of sides AB and BC. So you can see here this D is the midpoint of side AB and E is the midpoint of side BC. This is the midpoint of side AB and he is the midpoint of side BC. So when we join this DE, then what? This DE is parallel to AC from theorem 8.9. The statement is, if the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, then it is parallel to the third side. Alright, and DE is parallel to AC. Clear? Similarly, when E and F are the midpoint of side BC and CA, then what? EF is parallel to AB. Third, when F and D are the midpoint of side AC and AB, then what? DF parallel to this one, BC. So I'll write the DE parallel to AC, DF parallel to BC, and EF parallel to AB. Clear? So what? If this is parallel, then what? This is a parallelogram. If this is parallel, then again this is a parallelogram, and ADEF is also parallelogram. So there are total 3 parallelograms: ADEF, ADEF. This one. This is a parallelogram. Second one, BDFE, BDFE. This one. And the third one is DFCE, DFCE. So there are 3 parallelograms, and we already discussed that the diagonals of a parallelogram divided it into 2 congruent triangles. So you can see here clearly in parallelogram ADEF, this DF is a diagonal, and this diagonal divided it into 2 congruent triangles. Then what? Triangle ADF congruent to triangle DFE. This is triangle DAF congruent to triangle FED. Alright. Similarly, these 2 triangles are again congruent. Next, these 2 triangles are again congruent. Clear? So right here, BDE congruent to triangle FED. BDE, this one. BDE congruent to triangle FDE. These 2 triangles are congruent because in this parallelogram, DE is diagonal, and the diagonal divide it into 2 congruent triangles. Next, similarly, DAF, this one. DAF is congruent to triangle FDE. These 2 triangles. Alright. And the third one is EFC. This one. EFC congruent to triangle FDE. Clear, students? So in this parallelogram, F is a diagonal, and that diagonal divided that parallelogram into 2 congruent triangles. So what? Therefore, all the 4 triangles are congruent. Clear? This is your example number 7.